Okay, so for subtraction number stories, we use a different chart, and it looks like this. Okay, and this is called our quantity difference chart. And when I read a number story, I listen for the biggest number, and I'm going to put it in my biggest box. Okay? And then if I know what both numbers are, so if I'm talking about two people and I know both of their numbers, I'm going to put it in the quantity boxes. Okay? If it says that Miss Appolzer has 21 cats and she has 10 more than Miss Doobie, but it doesn't say how many Miss Doobie has, then the 10 needs to go in the difference box. So we're going to do a couple questions so that you can see both ways. So my number story is going to be that Miss Doobie has 25 ribbons and Miss Sullivan has 14 ribbons. How many more ribbons does Miss Doobie have? So I know how many Miss Doobie has. I know how many Miss Sullivan has. Miss Doobie had 25 and Miss Sullivan had 14. Now I put Miss Doobie's up at the top here and Miss Sullivan's down here because which number is bigger, 14 or 25? Okay, 25 is bigger, so 25 goes in the bigger box. So now, to find my difference, I need to subtract these two numbers. Okay, so 25 minus 14, I can do a couple of different things. I can count up from 14 to 25. I can start at 25 and count backwards to 14. Okay, or I can work with base 10 blocks. Okay, I could draw out 25 base 10 blocks and cross out 14. Okay, so there's a couple different methods to do. Okay, so if I choose to do the counting up, I can say that I'm starting at 14. I can go 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, that was 11. So my difference is going to be 11. All right, now that's if I know how many both people have. Now let's watch what happens when I don't know how much both people have. Okay, so let's say that Mr. Carragher has 12 marbles, okay, and he has 10 more marbles than Miss Forbes. How many marbles does Miss Forbes have? Okay, back to the learning. So, I said that Mr. Carragher has 12 marbles and he has 10 more marbles than Miss Forbes. Do I know how many Miss Forbes has? No, I don't. All I know is that Mr. Carragher has 12 and he has more than Miss Forbes. So where is Mr. Carragher's going to go? His is going to go in the top because he has more. So we know his number is going to be the biggest. Okay, so I said he has 12. And now because we don't know how many Miss Forbes has, I have to leave this empty, which means if I said that he has 10 more, I'm going to put my 10 in the difference. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing. I need to subtract. What is 12 minus 10? Okay, it's 2. So Miss Forbes has 2 marbles. So those are the two different ways. So if you hear how many both people have, you put it in the quantities. If you only hear one, then you're going to put one in the quantity and one in the difference. Okay? All right, great job.